This speech is to persuade you not to drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes excessively. Did you know that long term drinking could shrink your brain? Among other negative effects, drinking alcohol can seriously cause a huge amount of damage, not only to you, but also in some cases to others worse than you. Don't get me wrong, an occasional glass of wine is okay, but don't reach for those cigarettes either. According to tobaccofreekids.org, smoking kills more people than alcohol. AIDS, car accidents, illegal drugs, murders, and suicides combined, with thousands more dying from spit tobacco use. Today, we are going to learn more about some of the less common effects that drinking and smoking can cause. Although you may not be a huge drinker or have ever smoked in your life, you might need to pass on this some speech to someone that you care about before it's too late. There is so much information and warning about the damage drinking and smoking cause, but most people don't really listen or even care. For example, how many of you really read the Surgeon General's warning label on a pack of cigarettes? Really read it. Like, really read it. A few things that I want to talk about in deep is how alcohol can cause uncomfortable things to happen to your body and after a night of drinking. Drinking heavily or having alcohol dependency can have you double over with stomach pains. If you've ever thought about starting a family, you might want to consider putting that cigarette down for good. If you want your child to have a fighting chance at a wonderful, healthy life, the combination of drinking and smoking can be something that would take a long time for your body to recover from. In order to understand some of the uncommon effects of excessive drinking, we must take a look at the facts that these are the effects of heavy drinking. According to Healthline.com, people who drink heavily can develop ulcers or hemorrhoids due to dehydration and constipations and could cause dangerous internal bleeding. Also, ulcers can be fatal if not diagnosed and treated early. You don't really hear too much about these types of effects. The more research I put in this subject, the more I am surprised about how much I don't know. For example, long term alcohol use may prevent your body from keeping your bones strong. This habit may can cause thinner bones and increase your risk for fracture if you fall, and fractures that may heal slower than normal. Now that we have talked about drinking, let's talk about those that like to have a cigarette while out drinking. These are the negative effects of cigarettes. According to the CDC website, smoking can increase the risk of infertility, preterm delivery, stillbirth, and cause sudden infant death syndrome. It can also affect a baby's health before and after birth. I don't know about you, but I would not want to be a mother with a guilt of dooming my child with issues. Cigarettes are just not worth the yellow teeth and fingers. The chemicals that are pumped into the body or the harm it causes not only the person smoking but also to others around that inhale that secondhand smoke. Not to mention the children that don't even get a choice when someone they know smokes around them, or worse, when they are in the womb. Now that you know about some of the harsh effects of alcohol and tobacco, let's see how the combination of both can affect you. The, the effects of both alcohol and cigarettes together. We've talked about the effects of drinking and the effects of smoking. But combine them and what you get double trouble statistically if someone is addicted to nicotine and alcohol. They have just about double their chances of developing serious health problems before they can ever retire. Dr. Stanley Cha, cardiologist at Mount Elizabeth Hospitals, explain the effect of smoking and drinking on our health. I recently read on a mountainelizabeth.com that both tobacco and alcohol share similar effects on the heart. While the effects of smoking on the risk of cardiovascular disease is well recognized and straightforward, the impact of drinking is more complex. Some evidence suggests that moderate drinking may be associated with lower risk of heart attack, while heavier drinking may well increase the risk of heart attack, heart failure, stroke, and high blood pressure. Today, we learn about the negative effects of drinking, smoking, and how the combination of both habits can shorten life expectancy and quality of life substantially. Although we always hear about more common effects of drinking and smoking, I wanted to talk about the more uncommon effects. It is important to realize that quitting smoking can improve your quality of life physically, emotionally, and financially. It can help you and thousands around you breathe better and live longer. For people who drink too much, alcohol tolerance can lead to false reassurance that they are drinking within limits. Since they do not feel drunk, health benefits of reducing alcohol intake include weight loss, a reduced risk of many forms of cancers, less anxiety, clear skin, no hangovers, and better self esteem.